Hello and welcome to Monday's programme.
Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. A vigil in memory of a 15-year-old Cornish girl who died after taking drugs is being held in Camborne this evening on what would have been her 16th birthday.
Shakira Pello's family say young people need more protection from drugs and want to raise awareness in local schools.
Let's now turn to our next story tonight and the call for more women to consider a career in the fire services. As figures reveal, just 5% of firefighters in Devon and Somerset are female.
The brigade is trying to do something about that by encouraging more women to apply. Sam Blackledge reports.
We are watching ITV News here in the West Country with Kylie and Jonty. There is still plenty more to come on our programme before 6:30, including...
And after us, the ITV News continues with the national and the international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details.
But next on our programme, there was a pay rise for thousands of workers right across the West Country today, with a number of employers, including IKEA in Exeter and the Devon Air Ambulance Trust, agreeing to pay staff the real living wage. That's £9 an hour.
Well, that pay rate takes into account workers' living costs such as transport and rent and is separate to the government's minimum and living wage level schemes, where pay rates are lower. Kevin Ashford has this report.
Now, almost 2 million soldiers lost their lives fighting for Britain during the two world wars. It meant death struck almost every city, town and village in the country, except for 13, a number of which are here in the West Country.
Herodsford returned home. Ben McGrail reports now from Stocklinch.
Amazing story. That was Ben McGrail reporting from Stocklinch there. Alongside the men fortunate enough to come home from the First World War were, of course, women from right across the West Country who served as medics, treating those who were injured in the conflict.
Well, women were not actually allowed to fight, although one woman found a way round those rules, becoming the only British woman to see action in the Great War. Michael Billington has her story.
And what a remarkable woman she was.
Yeah.
Let's turn our attention to sport now. As you can see, Carrie has joined us in the studio. Carrie, we are going to start with fantastic news for Yeovil women's team because they have finally notched up their first win.
Yes, Jonty, that's right. I reported recently on Yeovil's long wait for a win. They had gone 41 matches and nearly 2 years without tasting Super League success. A very well-deserved pizza. Well, it's not only the players and coaching staff celebrating this historic win, Yeovil's first ever in the top flight of women's football. Here's what one loyal fan made of the long-awaited victory. Well, Exeter's Sarah Cox became the first woman referee to referee a top-flight English match when she took charge of Northampton's win over Wasps. Sarah, and that's your sport for now, but don't forget we want you to add your voice to our fans forum. Send your videos to westcountryfans@itv.com.
Lovely stuff. Carrie, as always, thanks very much. Now, a broken-down cart and delays to the Squibbing finale failed to dampen spirits at the Bridgewater Carnival over the weekend.
Well, tens of thousands of people lined the streets late into the night to enjoy the procession, and our cameras were there to capture it.
Always looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Yeah. Charlie's going to be here in the moment with the weather forecast, but now we're going to tell you about a new arrival that has got everyone talking not just on the Somerset levels, but around the world, field at least, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure many of you will be heading out to firework displays tonight to mark Bonfire Night. Plymouth will be hosting a big event on the Hoe, while hundreds of people will be lining the streets of Ottery, St Mary and...
Already underway. That's at Watcombe Primary School in Torquay. Charlie, is it going to be clear enough this evening for a good bit of firework action? OK, Charlie, good news. Thanks very much for that. Now, before we leave you, let's remind you of our main headline here in the West Country this evening. And a vigil in... That's it from all of us. I will be back with the late news for you at 10:30.
But now I'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. From all of us here, enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.